All right, we'll be starting here shortly. Just gonna turn on the air compressor. Alrighty. Man, it's been so long. This feels weird. How's everybody doing? Hello. Oh snap. Sheesh. Well, welcome to anybody who's tuning in. Like to welcome the pack. It's been a while. My bad. Some events occurred, some things happened. Um, and we're gonna talk about all of that as soon as I get all my bearings in order. But for the most part, yeah, from the title of the stream, a good problem to have is still a problem, right? So I'll be talking about that here shortly. Sorry, just gotta been having this thing on my hand for like a few days, so I'm gonna take care of that real quick. Get my gloves. My gloves are there. Today I'm gonna try to work on a. I'm not gonna stream very long. I'm gonna try to ease back into it, into the routine, but there are a few things I wanna get done. So right now in the background of the stream we have a PS5 that had some crashing issues, but I've been having a difficult time trying to replicate the issue. I was working on it a little bit yesterday off stream, so I'm looking forward to working on that. And then we have a HDMI port replacement. Hey, it's Juan. Welcome, man. Appreciate you chatting, man. Appreciate you being here. Also, I happened to sneak in on your channel, dude. You're almost at 1,000. That's insane. You're in the 800s already. That's crazy. Congratulations, man. I be keeping tabs when I can. But yeah, thank you. Yeah. We just gotta keep it moving, man. Get back on the horse. Alright, let me grab the Xbox. I need to get done. There it is. Ah, man. Left wrist been hurting for like a couple of weeks now. I need to go get that checked out. I don't know what happened. Man, this, even though it feels a little awkward right now because it's been so long, this feels like right. Like, I don't know, streaming just has that vibe to it. It's like, oh yeah, I'm streaming. Yeah, I'm back at it. Alright, what'd he say? He said, it is, thank you, I appreciate that. Get back on the horse. Start with the pony, my guy. Ease backlog. Yeah, so, okay, let me do my preface and talk about basically what's been going on. So like a couple weeks ago, like in October, I would say early mid-October, I was starting to get like migraines, and I don't really suffer from migraines, so for me it was like, oh crap, what's going on? And essentially, I went one day, they started coming like on a weekend, like either Saturday or Sunday, and then I missed my, like day job work Monday, and then I had to take Tuesday off too, and then Tuesday at like 6 a.m. it was really bad, so I ended up going to the ER, and they basically took all the vitals and crap and said I was okay, and I recently had blood work done, so I was like, okay, all my blood work was good, so I don't know what the heck. And I'm pretty healthy, like I exercise, I get my steps in, all that stuff. And oh, you do suffer from them, bro. It's not something I wish on my worst enemy, because like it was just nonstop. So basically, they sent me home. They prescribed to me like a high strength aspirin and anti-nausea medication, because when I get migraines, I get nauseous. So that's one of the reasons why looking through a microscope or trying to do anything is kind of tough. So anyway, uh, it comes from your kids. I can see that. Um, so yeah, after that, I essentially like was in my house in the dark for like a week. Like looking at stuff hurt, trying to get anything done was tough, and I missed a few days from my day job, and basically that's kind of what happened. And then the second week went by, and I was still getting them, but not as much, and not as severe. So essentially, I think it was just a culmination of like a lot of stuff going on, a lot of things I'm trying to accomplish, and like maybe not doing them in the most metered way. It was starting to backfire, like taking too much on. So like already, I've already like made a few posts like on my Google business page and been letting customers know, like new customers who called, that like I'm not taking any more work orders until January. That way I can get through the backlog, reduce the stress, get stuff accomplished. Um, and then also I've been like I guess stress can come from a lot of ways, but like between my day job, which like some new assignments I'm getting assigned, which are fun but challenging, the business and like things I want to see get done with it, and then like streaming, and then like you can get in your head and like, oh man, you haven't streamed, so that's going to crap. You're not meeting your customer deliverables on time, so your business is gonna go to crap. I will say, thankfully, most people have been understanding, and I'm very grateful for that. But at the end of the day, like I'm someone who tries to keep their word as much as possible. So like when I tell someone, hey, I should have this done in X amount of time, when I don't, I genuinely feel bad, which like messes with me, I guess. So ultimately, basically at the end of year two, I found out that I have a limit. Like I'm only one dude. I only have X amount of hours in the day, and now it's just a matter of accepting that and being organized with that in mind versus just trying to take everything on and like really wanting to like accomplish everything. It's like there's only so many hours in the day, and you have so much ATP to burn in the day, and you need to get your sleep. I think that was another thing. I was neglecting sleep a little too much, uh, because I was trying to get stuff done. So that also caused issue, I suppose. So yeah, right now it's just a matter of I guess from January going forward, I'm probably going to be more limited with how much stuff I take in. Maybe until I can get another associate or someone on the team. But for now, that's kind of where it's going to be at for a while. And I still need to make a post on like all my social medias. I haven't done that. I've only been like talking to new customers and customers who are affected, like focusing on the business side first, and then I'll get to the social media side. But essentially, that's just what's been going on. That's why I haven't streamed in like 3 weeks, which feels ridiculous. It's crazy it's been that long. It's like almost a month without streaming. It's a lot of progress left on the table, but it is what it is. I'm not gonna focus on it too much. Just gonna just keep pushing, keep doing the thing as best I can. Understanding now that like, yeah, you can't do everything. Everybody has a cap, man. Even if you're like capable of doing a lot, you still have a cap. Like everything has its limit. So that's basically what was going on over the course of 3 weeks. So just stress-induced migraines, among other things too, right? Because at the end of the day, I still have like a day job. I try to do this business and social media thing, which I enjoy. It's kind of like my hobby. And I haven't been really playing much video games, even though I'm a gamer, so that kind of sucks sometimes, but meh, that's alright. I'll have my chance. Oh my goodness, it's Crash. Life lessons, facts. That is absolute facts. Okay, so the console needs an update. I'm keeping an eye on this PS5 on the background. I was hoping to have it back to the customer today, like with some type of good news, but um essentially this like console, I'm having a difficult time replicating the issue that they were seeing. One thing that I saw was like the console, this PS5 had like no storage left, and I know like in the world of flash memory, when you start butting up against the limit, you'll start getting a lot of weird issues. Wait, something went wrong. Okay. The only other thing it could be is like maybe some type of memory issue this console's having. Like the SSD controller or the SSD itself is going down. Hi, missed you. Thanks, I appreciate that. Yeah, it was kind of weird, man. it was one of those things. You just had to like I just had to power through it. Now I gotta slowly like get back into the swing of things, grind again, get the regularity back, give people a reason to tune in. Anywho, okay, so that PS5 is installing an update right now. Let's go over to the overhead cam. And let's get this Xbox back in the world of the living. Here, make sure my ringer is up. Oof. Yeah, there were a few things I was able to like get repaired off stream, which is nice. Like there was little moments when I could like work. So I got that one scuff controller. I don't know if you guys remember, it was a while ago, but gotta wear that life alert necklace. You at that age. You're right. I'm almost there. What is it? In like a couple months, I'm gonna hit the big 3-0. I'm getting there, man. I'm getting there. Comes for us all. Let's see. Crap. Forgot what I was thinking of. Oh yeah, I was gonna say about that that one scuff controller I was working on. It was like blue, and I think like right before I started getting the migraines, I wanted to like clean it. I did fix it on stream, but then I wanted to clean it because it had like sticky residue. Oh hey, you're back. Hey Nightcry, welcome, welcome. Reaching that Morgan Freeman age. He's right, He's right, I love that line. Yeah, so I got that scuff controller repaired off stream, and I had like a little moment where I got it done, got it back to the customer. I ended up like discounting that repair because I just felt bad. What else did I get done? We got a PS3 disk drive laser replacement done. It was no longer reading a PS2 disc. It was a backwards compatible PS3, so definitely worth repairing. Got that finished. Now it's just a matter of catching up. Like all the repairs I'll be doing are gonna be backlog, basically. Kiddo was waiting for the Joy-Con repair lesson. Oh, snap. Yeah, I'll have to do that. Percentage-wise, where are you at physically, my guy? Wait, percentage-wise? What do you mean percentage-wise? Like getting through backlog? Yeah, it'll be fun showing him the Joy-Con repair. Yeah, I'm sure he'll like that. That'll be a good one. Alright, let's switch on over. Also, I did get a few things purchased because they were on sale. So that second monitor is coming. The one I want to mount behind there. I just got to figure out how I want to do it. Personally, I don't like mounting my monitor arms on a wall. I like to do it to the desk, preferably a clamp style. So I got to figure out one, and there should be enough space for me to do it, I think. Oh crap, there won't be, or it'll just have to be off for a while because I have like a cable tray underneath that might block it. Let's see what else. I did get another webcam because it was on sale, so that second angle is coming. No, you physically wise. I would say overall, like health wise, like physically, I would say probably like 70% or 80% back to normal. Actually, yeah, closer to 80% back to normal. There are some mornings where I wake up with some mild nausea, but like I haven't had a migraine in particular. Screw migraines. I can't stand them. They suck. Especially when it's like the one that feels like behind your eye. Oh, you just want to like take your eye out. Alright, so the console did update. Let me see about running this. Just yesterday, I had a Spider-Man in here in this PS5, and Spider-Man was running perfectly fine off the disc. I had it running, it went through its whole cycle and went back to sleep mode, but I know Fortnite's also a good game to test these consoles, to kind of stress test them. No, you ain't got to do it. She was just happy to see someone actually repairing Switch stuff. Oh, that's awesome. Alright, so let's see what Fortnite does. And like, I put my hand behind the console, that PS5 back there, it was blowing hot air, which is a good sign. It is passing in school. Get a B. No minus. Okay, for a second I thought it crashed, but it was just going to this cutscene. Yeah, we're not doing copyrighted music. Thank you, Fortnite. Thank you very much. We're gonna pass on that. Not trying to get copyright struck. Huh. Where'd my music go? Oh, it's just a song that starts slow. I was about to say, the music like went out of nowhere. Sorry guys, bear with me. I'm trying to work on two things at once because I want to get this PS5 done, but I was trying to replicate that issue, and I've been having a difficult time doing that. Is there a way to, in Fortnite to just play the game like a sandbox mode, almost like a training mode? Is that a thing? Wow, Tyler the Creator is in Fortnite. That's wow, okay. Everybody's gonna be in Fortnite at this point. Shoot, even I'm gonna be in Fortnite at this point. Is there a I feel like a boomer. I don't know. That's great. I'll just be a free kill for some kid. Just leave the character up. He said, "At least you ain't a Chris Brown. Look at like how he had to grow my beard for a month to change that look." My bad. I forgot about that. I honestly thought it was like a meme. I was like, "See, Breezy." The only thing I did on this console that may have made a difference, and I kind of want to say this on stream, is that I deleted the storage. Like I said, was close to max, so I deleted some of it just to see. That's it. That's all I did. I deleted Fallout 4 off of the console. It was taking like 100 gigs, and the console only had like 50 gigs remaining. Once you get to like 90% utilization, that's when you start experiencing slowdowns. Ooh. Yeah, broken HDMI port. Clearly see it. Let me grab a new port real quick. It's for a Series X. Why? You know, sometimes I order parts and I'm like, why do I have this part? I have like a PS3 HDMI port. Will I ever need to change a PS3 HDMI port? Probably not, but it doesn't hurt to have one, I guess. It's probably the logic I had when I scooped it up. Oh yeah. See, now that I'm back in the swing of things, I'm remembering all the stuff I was wanting to do, like getting all these components and parts organized. PS5, Xbox Series X. Also, I was pretty impressed with like some of the local customers here. When I was telling them like, yeah, I'm not taking in any more work orders for a little while, they're just like, okay, we'll wait. I'm like, what? Why? They're like, oh man, you just seem like you're a pretty nice dude, or you're transparent. I think people really do appreciate the transparency. Alright, this is ridiculous. I really do need to organize this stuff. Thankfully, a good friend of mine will be stopping by tomorrow. He's gonna help me organize all this stuff. That way, I can spend less time digging through cardboard. Here we are. Series S HDMI port. PS5 HDMI port. What is this? Series X HDMI port. Cool. Need to get some more on order. Pardon the wait. Fortnite seems to be running just fine. I'll see if I can induce that error. Series X, a system that could have been much more than potential. Yeah. Did you guys see Steam's new drops? Steam's dropping a Steam machine, a new controller, and like VR glasses, and updated VR glasses. So we have the broken HDMI port. You see that? It is boosted. BUSTED. Oh yeah, here's that PS3 disk drive. I was pulling parts from when I had a parts unit I had. Actually, I need to clean all this up and get this out of my way, but I'll do that later. Heat gun. Well, gloves, then heat gun. I wonder what I can do to get the console to fail. Alright, heat gun. Man, why is this thing so far to the... Hold on, let me move this down a little bit. Maybe the console's more in frame. I think also the angle doesn't really help. Oh yeah, that's much better. I had the angle kind of rough. That should help it a little bit. It's a little more top-down angle. I guess I accidentally bumped some of my equipment when I was working here. But yeah, how have y'all been? My goodness, 3 weeks is a long time. Any updates from anybody? I know Obi-Wan's killing it in the YouTube world. Need to break down and print a big storage system. Yeah, you're right. I started saving my Amazon screw packaging. They were all the same. Printed trays for smaller parts, easy to see through the container. Yeah. You know what I was looking into? I was up till 5 and trying to do that. About 10% done. Oh, nice. I was looking into like those shoe boxes that people use to display their shoes, because they're already clear and some of them are drawer based and they're stackable and like modular. So I was looking into those. I think I might end up going with that, honestly. Wow, I didn't even move my controller and I got placed 33rd. I don't know if I should take that as a compliment or not. Alright, let me take my gloves off so I don't put Buzz on the label, so I can put it back with the greatest of ease. Ooh, toasty! If you know where that reference is from, we're already friends. Toasty! Does anybody actually know where that's from? Put it in the chat if you know where that reference is from. I'm sure you guys do know, but let me see you guys put it in the chat. Alright, so I'm getting ads on my own stream from my iPad here, so we're gonna take care of that real quick. 1 second. Keeps messing with how I'm viewing the chat. One second. Excuse me. Alright, cool. No more ads. MK2. Hey! How you doing, player one? Max from Goofy Movie. MK2, yeah. Player player one got the reference. I mean, I was going for like Goku, but I could see that. Max from Goofy movie. You know, I was going for like a Goku, Naruto, no Shippuden kind of look. Just kidding. I just threw this on because it was the closest thing to me. Okay. Man, I forgot which bit I'm supposed to use. Is this the world we're in now? Dang. Alright, we should be able to take this out now. Isn't that remarkable? Like when you do something enough times, even though it was probably very complex in the beginning, it's not it very quickly becomes not that serious. Oof, it's a little dusty. Just a little bit. Just a tad bit dusty. Good thing I already turned on the air compressor, so we'll get that taken care of here shortly. Looks more like Roku. Appreciate y'all for tuning in and the well wishes and the concerns. I had multiple people reach out to me. I do appreciate that. Whether I replied or not, I do appreciate it. Just wanted y'all to know that. Dang. Microsoft, the factory really put that screw on there. Jeez. Also, in other news, in terms of like what else has been going on, that Publix that was getting built next to my place was finished like October 30th or so. Phenomenal. I timed it. I timed it from the moment I leave my garage to the moment I'm in the parking lot of that Publix is 52 seconds. I timed it. It is so nice. It is so convenient having that there. So convenient. Oh yeah, yes I have. Yes I have, player one. I will say, one day I went and I saw a local viewer of the channel. He's like a manager there, so I stopped in one day and made sure to say hi. His username on YouTube, which is where he watched. Oh yeah, this thing needed a cleaning too, so this is a good thing. His username is Quan, so it was cool to go see Quan and say what's up to him. I think I went in for like some either soup or some fruit or something. I don't know if y'all get like that. Whenever I'm like kind of sick, I want to eat a lot of fruit. Oh no! Get back here. Screw. He's trying to escape. Alright, 1 second. I'm gonna try to see if I can induce a failure on this PS5 real quick. Because what time is it? I was telling the customer preferably around 3. Let me see if I can. I kind of wanted to boot it in safe mode and rebuild the database. See what that does. Alright, it's turning off now. Go back over to the overhead. Oh, I'm gonna go grab my hand vacuum too. There is a lot of dust on this console. I love this thing. This is like one of the greatest inventions ever. It's a hand vacuum. Oh my, another one in the community so close, I'll have to research who it is. Small world, yeah. Player One's funny, man. He does things for comedic and entertainment effect. I like that. Also, guys, in another way to basically kind of relax a little bit, I'm gonna be taking a trip to Orlando soon to go to a video game convention with some viewers of the channel and fellow gamers, just to try to relax. And of course, while I'm there, I'll slyly, like Sly Cooper, promote the business. Try to like get the brand out there. I still have my prototype shirt. The other shirts are still in the works. So those will be ready soon, and once they're ready, then I'll start like having them and sending them out to people who are requesting one. All right, let's get this disk drive out. Okay. Man, this just feels like normal. I guess this is truly my hobby, I suppose. Jeez, Dusty. Holy moly. Hopefully that disk drive, the laser, doesn't have a bunch of dust. I feel like this console was maybe on the floor or something. Yes, sir. Free Play Florida is going to be so fire. Yeah, Player One is going to be one of the attendees. One of our local gamers. One of our local Brevard gamers. We're kind of all tapped in at this point. It's kind of fire. Alright, so let me open this latch real quick. I want to be very careful with this latch. I have heard of people like breaking it. And that is not a fun connector to replace. Darn it, I hate when the adhesive doesn't lift in a nice gingerly fashion. So yeah, Player One, you've been. Dust is expected, roaches or not. Yes, sir. My allergies would be dying. Oh yeah, especially with this time of year. Me and Claritin are like this. We're like this. Super tight. Break your finger tight. That's how tight we are. And Flonase. Me and Flonase and Claritin, we're like this. We go way back. Sometimes I throw the mask on just for the dust. Alright, let me see about rebuilding the database on this PS5 real quick. Here, I'll switch the camera view so you guys can see. Alright, so I'm going to hold power button for one beep, and then 8 seconds later you'll get the second beep. And that should be for safe mode. There we go. So while it's booting in safe mode, I'm going to go grab some agua with bubbles. I'm a huge fan of agua with bubbles these days. Excuse me. You know, one day I'm gonna have to crack open my PC and do a cleaning soon. Dang, that Series X is more dusty than Grandpa Jimmy Jack Jericho's attic day. Man, I missed you, Juan. I missed all you guys. I missed you guys, man. Alright. This man got the jokes. Alright, let's rebuild. Clear cache and rebuild database. System software cache, okay. And then we're gonna rebuild the database. I truly think this console, I mean, from what I could see, maybe it was just a storage utilization issue. That's what I'm truly thinking it was. Because once I deleted that one game and freed up some space, it's been running a lot better. Now, granted, did I see it crash on any game yet? No. All last night I had Spider-Man Miles Morales on disc running. But we all know it copies the game to the internal storage. It doesn't play the game off the disc because reading a Blu-ray is super slow. Alright, so I'm gonna turn it off again, go in safe mode. We just cleared the cache. I'm gonna rebuild the database next. Alright, let's get back to this. Oh my gosh. Do you guys see that? Look at that dust bunny. I've never seen one that big and so well formed. What the? This is impressive. Wow. What the heck? I've never seen one that well formed. I'm like, hold up, I gotta take a picture. Hold up, where's my phone? What the heck? I've never seen a dust bunny that well formed before. Holy moly. Like, and it's so, like, it's huge. Hold up, wait a minute. You're gonna have to bust these out for it. Look at that. Alright, in the trash you go. What the heck? I've never seen one like that. Yeah, this is a dusty boy. I might actually go take this in the garage now, because this is gonna leave dust everywhere. Here, I'm gonna go run to the garage real quick with this guy. Just get all the dust out now. I'll be right back. Oh wait, let me use my BRB overlay. And while I'm doing my way out, let me get the PS5 to boot to safe mode. Alright. In the garage we go! Oh yeah, I'm also actively working on getting a garage camera angle. I have a tripod that I'm going to be using. Incorporate that idea. Alrighty. It's gonna look so night and day to you guys on the camera angle. It's about to look insane. Yeah, check this out. Big difference. You can actually see through the fins now. The power of compressed air. Alright, let's rebuild the database. Alright, database is rebuilding. I'm actually gonna run to the restroom real quick. Sorry guys. Alrighty. Alright, let me see if I can induce a failure on this PS5 again. So yeah, the storage is about 50% utilization now. And if I remember correctly, the customer stated officially that it was just crashing when playing games. But like I said last night, I had it running Miles Morales all night. It went to rest mode and everything, and I booted the console back up from rest mode, loaded right back into Miles Morales. So that tells me the game didn't crash. So I kind of want to take it apart and clean it, but sometimes, you know, it's not. I'm trying to get better about like not throwing the kitchen sink at things if you don't need to. Oh, what is that? It's like this thing has some liquid damage on the or some type of gunk on the Ethernet port. The port still works, like the pins are clean, but I see a little bit of this like green residue. I'll have to show you guys on the another camera angle when I get there. Alright. That 3-week absence had me thinking maybe Leo said enough is enough and pulled up on you like Birdman did Charlemagne. I love that I get that reference. Put some respect on my name. Leo had enough, man. His palms were too itchy for too long. He was like, put some respect on my name. He was like, are you finished or are you done? Yeah, that is a classic moment in interviewing radio talk show history. This man pulled up for an interview, maybe spent like 10 minutes there just to tell Charlemagne to stop talking about him. Lint in a dryer? Yeah. Honestly, I wonder if I could... Oh no, because then you won't have access to these screws. Alright, console seems to be running just fine now. I think it was a storage utilization issue. That line never made sense. So yeah, it did it, but it's a classic. It's provocative. It gets the people going. Put some respect on my name. Alright, so that's another thing too, is as I'll be able to work and get more consoles repaired and out of my office, it gives my office a much cleaner and more organized aesthetic. It makes it easier to work in here instead of trying to keep tabs on everything. So we got black, gray, black, gray, black, 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 and then silver. Okay. Let's increase the torque on this guy. Yeah, I will say it's very easy to feel like stressed out. So I'm like gonna be doing a lot better job about that. Until I can increase the bandwidth of WolfPackElectronics by getting some more talent in here. The second office is coming along, so that's good. And now that Black Friday is around the corner, I'm planning on getting another microscope. Yeah, I gotta remember to mute this thing. Because Fortnite plays copyrighted music. I'm not trying to deal with that. Finished and done, yeah, exactly. Birdman taught everybody that lesson that day. We all learned something new that day. Apparently there's a difference between being finished and being done. Jeff, you're alive. Hey, Russ, welcome. I am here in the flesh in my bright orange Miami Hurricane t-shirt. Thanks for tuning in, man. And appreciate you asking about my whereabouts. I was gonna have to start doing a Where's Waldo meme template. How are you doing, Russ? How you been? Aw, that's a cute emoji. Appreciate that. Thank you kindly. The dark side, yeah. Mr. Obi-Wan himself. Man, it's hot. Oh, let me check on the conditioning. Probably switch back to a different sensor. Yeah, it must have. Yeah, it did. Okay, that's why. Yeah, here we go. Sometimes I wish I had a longer bit. It's like the interference from this thing. Wait, do I not need to? No, you have to. Right? Or am I tripping? I think I could separate the two now. I think. Oh yeah, I could have left this black screw in. The return of Wolfpack, yes sir. Yeah, let's screw it in there. Like swimwear. Or the Young Wolf returns. I like that, that's cool. I'm still alive? That's crazy. How's my Fortnite character still alive? Alright, I think here's where I can separate it now. If I'm not mistaken. The wolf who cried wolf. Oh, this must be an early model. You can tell it has the shroud on here, which even Microsoft decided to remove later on. console seems to be running just fine. Allow me to reintroduce. My name is Jeff. J to the to the migraines. That's funny. Uh-oh. This putty is interesting. Sometimes it stays put, other times not so much. Alright. Timothy, I'm so jealous. I'm sitting here. Hold on. What? Timothy Geisler. Welcome, welcome. He said, I'm so jealous. I'm sitting here on the floor of the motel room working on a project instead of having a workbench. The soldering iron gets hung over the handle for the espresso maker. That's hilarious. Yeah, man. It's nice having the right equipment. Makes life a lot easier. And welcome to the pack. I don't recognize your username. Let's give Timothy a good old Wolfpack welcome. Oh yeah, that's another thing. See, now that I'm getting back into the swing of things, I wanted to make a exclamation point welcome macro. Alright, so we need to remove this piece here. Wow, I'm finally gonna die after all this time. What is it, like 15th place? You placed 13th, and I literally did nothing. That's crazy. Alright, this one I think I'm gonna need a metal tool. I'm gonna need a metal tool for this one. We playing Fortnite or fixing consoles? A little bit of both. I'm working on this console and trying to stress test this PS5 in the background. How you doing, Nico? This customer stated this console would crash when playing video games, but I had it playing Spider-Man all last night. I've had it running Fortnite now for what, a few hours now. I'm gonna go back to Spider-Man, see what happens. I'm trying to break it. I promise. I'm trying to do my job. I promise. I'm not having fun. Wink, wink. How you been, Nico? How you doing, Wolf? Doing good, man. I appreciate that. Had a bit of a reality check, basically. The universe let me know I need to calm down a little bit, so I'm gonna keep at it, but adjust my approach. That's all. But I'm doing well now, thankfully. Can't complain. Still got consoles to repair, things to do, stuff to see, people to beat in Tekken. What was wrong with that PS5? Honestly, I'm trying to reproduce the issue. The customer stated console would crash when playing video games. The only thing I've done, just off of knowledge of electronics and flash memory, excuse me, all I did was remove some things from the storage. I noticed his SSD utilization was pretty high. It was like over 90%, and flash memory does not like to be at that limit. You're gonna see some weird things happen. Now, is that conclusively what's going on? No, I can't say that 100%. But what I will say is, ever since I made that adjustment, the console seems to be running pretty well. When I was trying to install the Fortnite update, it was giving me issues saying it failed and it failed, it failed. But I think it was because it was running out of storage. Or because it was too close to utilization. So I'm going to run this game. This game is running off of a disk. Let's see if I can induce a failure. I have not opened this console up. I've just been doing, I guess, software massaging, like, rebuilding the database in safe mode, things like that. So far, it seems to be happy. Alright, this part is always sketchy when you're by the inductors, because you can crack the inductors if you put too much force on them. You have to be, like, very careful. Could be power supply issue? Huh. Like it's having a little dip in power, and that's causing it to crash games? I have seen something similar to that, but not necessarily with like it crashing and giving you the prompt. I have seen it where the console will just shut off though, when the power supply is that issue, but if you've seen that, I believe it. Especially now these PS5s are getting at that age where, 5 years for an electronic that's been probably used every day. It's gonna start to show signs of weirdness. Yeah, I'm not putting this back in. A lot of people who repair Xbox Series X's, they just throw this piece of metal away because even in later revisions of the Series X, Microsoft no longer puts this EMI shield on there. One, it increases heat, and two, there's really no point, is what they found. So in order to save money, Microsoft stopped installing this into Series X's. So whenever I work on a console going forward, I just don't reinstall it. Or SSD, exactly. SSD is what I'm leaning closer towards. Especially since I was able to run the console for so long. Like, I've been testing this console since last night, and it's been running relatively fine. So my suspicion is either the SSD controller, or the SSD controller. Based off what I was seeing, I think it really does not like to be so close to max utilization. Have serious issues? Yes, I've been seeing that. Alright, let's keep going. Alright, let me get to a spot in the game so it's actually pushing the console. You know what? I still need to finish Spider-Man 2. Obi-Wan, I saw that you were playing it. I saw that you've been live streaming Spider-Man 2 lately. I bought the game day one, but I haven't even started it yet. EMI shield is useless till the kid's dad is a ham radio operator. Exactly. Blasting this thing with all kinds of EMI and EMF. I do mobile phone repairs out here in LA and some side job consoles and other miscellaneous repairs. Oh, that's really cool, Nico. Dang. Yeah, for me, I'm not a fan of mobile phone and mobile device repairs. I have a strategic business partner who's local. She has a mobile repair business for about 15 years now. She's really cool, and we work together. Whenever she has something that requires like in-depth micro soldering, she sends it my way, and I just send all of my customers for mobile phone service her way, and we have like a pricing model that works for us. Networking, man, it's the cheat code. I say it all the time. I will never stop saying it. It is such a cheat code. Mostly phones though. Honestly, phones have a better profit margin, and I can totally see it. I could do it. I did it for a while. Once phones started getting gaskets and like waterproofing, I was just like, all right, man, I'd rather solder. but it's totally worth it in terms of what the heck? Where'd this? Oh, did I peel this off? Oh no, this is supposed to be here. Why is that? Okay, well, I'll just use a piece of Kapton tape to hold that back down. Let me do that now. Where's my... Oh, there it is. Yeah, I stream it weekdays around 1 p.m. for people overseas to see as well. It's very fun. Spider-Man. Okay. I'm gonna have to hop in on that. That's another thing too, is now that I'm gonna reduce how much work orders I take in for now, I think that'll give me a chance to kind of get into gaming too, because that's what I also want to do, because I am very much so a gamer. I like playing certain games on stream as well. Like maybe going forward, every Saturday will just be when I play on stream, and then Monday through Friday, kind of like a normal work week, is when I'll work on consoles. That was my original plan, but as the work orders came in, I started gaming a lot less and a lot less. Alright, got that back adhered to the chassis. Yeah, phones do have good profit margins. Prices have definitely gone up over the past year. I'm glad Apple is starting to slowly agree with the right to repair aspect. Yes, I'm hoping they allow people to be able to get parts from them without being in that Apple authorized repair program. Me personally, I'm not going to sign up for it. The juice isn't worth the squeeze. Like the idea that if you get parts not from them or you don't send stuff to them, not only do you lose a lot of time, but then they could penalize you for it or basically kick you from the program. At least according to Louis Rossman's takes on it. I have never experienced it myself, so I can't speak from a first-hand experience, just second-hand or a tertiary experience. But it just doesn't seem like something I'd be interested in. Alright, the goal is to get this HDMI port out of here. That is the goal. Now, from my experience, I've learned you are highly incentivized to tape the ESDIC off because it is a pain in the butt if you kill it in the process, so that's what we're going to do. So let's see if we can switch over to microscope cam here. See if we can get the angle just right and I can show you guys. Alright, so this is the ESDIC. This is the thing that we need to block from getting unwanted heat because we're going to be heating this area to get this HDMI port off. So I'm going to tape this off a lot. Like a lot. After M1 MacBook, the fan has a freaking RFID in it, so if you swap it without them updating the code, it will not work. Come on, man. Like, stuff like that is so unnecessary, bro. I swear that I promise you they do that stuff literally to just, like, prevent repair or make it difficult to the point where people just say screw it and they rather just go buy another one. I already know we signed up for the Apple repair deal years ago. It's annoying to deal with. Okay, so you've experienced it yourself firsthand. Alright, so first piece of Kapton tape. Alright, that's the Kapton tape first, and I also like to use aluminum tape as well for further heat shielding. Might put gloves on for this. I had it happen to me one time. I sliced a little bit of my finger with aluminum tape when I was trying to cut a piece. Not the best feeling in the world, I'll tell you that much. It doesn't feel that great. Okay, so I want to put a piece of aluminum tape like so, and then also another one like this. Might be able to use cut this in half. Yeah, let's cut this in half. Apple product in here. Oh, they are. Oh wow, Nico, that's good to know. Shoot, I might get into Apple repairs then. If it makes sense from that perspective, I'd probably be down to do it. And even worse, I sent it to Apple and they said nothing was wrong with it. Oh my gosh. I get it. Capitalism, right? You gotta make sure you eat first. I get it. But geez, sometimes they make things so difficult for no reason. Alright, one strip. We're gonna do the second strip, and then we're gonna start prepping the board for the HDMI port replacement. I need to cut my nails. Things you realize when you look at them underneath the microscope. It's like, dang, my nails are kind of long. Gotta cut them junks. Alright, and this is how I like to prep the board. Me personally, some people, they don't like to do it. Me, in my experience, I like to ensure for reliable consistency versus saving time sometimes. I think it's worth it, in my opinion. Just a few extra minutes of prep, so you don't have to stress, and then you don't have to think about it as much. Now, is this a foolproof plan? No, but does it increase your odds? A lot? Yes. Alright. What's your thoughts on or impressions on the Steam console VR controller? Fire. Absolutely amazing. Great question, Player One. As always, my man should be an interviewer. I've told him that so many times. Honestly, it'd be sick if like one day at one of these retro video game conventions, you can get like a panel. Like you build your brand, I guess, or audience. But anyway, very happy for the Steam machine. I think that's really cool. Honestly, I think what it does is it puts a lot of pressure on Microsoft in particular. I think Valve, they saw that there was a power vacuum being created because Microsoft was not doing their thing when it comes to hardware or software. And they saw it and they capitalized and they executed. I think the Steam machine is a very good, compelling device. We still don't know. I don't know the price of it yet. It may be out, but I didn't see it yet. Depending on the price point, I mean, you can't beat a roughly 6-inch cube that's also a PC that's 6 times stronger than the Steam Deck, that you can play basically most modern games and most Steam games, right? Cutting edge, you may not play at the highest fidelity, but you'll still be able to play most games without an issue. Anything that can play on a Steam Deck, you can play on that. So, very impressed. I love Valve. I wish they were a publicly traded company because I would invest so much money if they were publicly traded. Alright, so what do I need right now? We're gonna prep the pads, the surfaces. Yeah, let's do that. Alright, so now that we got the tape all done, the only thing is it makes things a little more reflective, which can be tough on you guys, or for the camera to try to pick up, get the color right. You see, makes it a little tougher for the camera, but you can still see roughly. But yeah, how are you feeling about the Steam Machine and the new controller and the VR head like lenses. I do like that the VR is getting smaller and smaller in form factor as time goes on, because that's one thing that kind of ruins the experience is as you're using it, you have this heavy piece of equipment on your face. Here, let me throw my mask on. Oh, microscope? Did I say the wrong word? My bad. You know when you look at something and you say something, and if they're close enough, you'll say the wrong thing? That's what happens. For a breakdown in the future, honestly, watching reviews and such, yeah. I kind of want to get more into that space, like the teardown space, like doing like an initial impressions, tear something down, talk about it for like long form content from like a gamer slash technical perspective. I can talk on something. I feel like I have enough credentials to do so, where my opinion would be somewhat taken seriously. Alright, cool. Alright, let's flip the board over. See what prep work we can do on this side. Going private and getting bought out by Kushner and the Saudi investors. So, yeah, I had to take. Wow, I can't believe that was so long ago already. Good question, Crash. So, my take on that is EA was running the company into the ground with how they were doing it. Do I mind that the company's going private? Nope, don't mind at all. If they can make the right decisions and they're not going to care so much on getting a return on their investment. If they're willing to put the effort in, like the new owners, to invest properly in proper game development, then I think it'll be good. I think EA has a lot of potential. They just got lazy because they're the only ones who make a lot of the sports video games and things of that nature. I think this could be a good opportunity for them to make a comeback. I'm Dos Equis. Dos Equis. So yeah, that's kind of my thoughts on the on them going private. I really do think the next company that might happen to is Ubisoft, because they have not been doing good for a while and they're very stale in the market. Like very stale. So it's one of those things where I'm like, if another company is going to go through that, I really hope it's Ubisoft. Steam on the Steam Cube, yeah. Everybody was saying, oh yeah, it's basically a GameCube. It's a GameCube. It's the Steam Cube. Steamy Cube. What? Oh yeah, The Sims is EA. Why are they quitting? Is it for political reasons, or are they really concerned like it's gonna be so much worse? Because I don't see why they would be quitting. It just got announced. What's the consensus in the Sims community? this thing out of here. It's taking up too much space. Spider-Man still. Oh, look at the little squirrel in the road. That's cool. I forgot there was a little squirrel animal in the game. Some New York wildlife. Why would they quit just for that? I don't know. That seems kind of whack. Maybe I'm missing something. Yeah, they think they're going to take out all the LGBTQ aspects. Oh, I mean, that's very much so possible. If they care about money, they won't, right? If they don't care about making the most money ever, then I could see them doing that and getting all political. I had a feeling it had something to do with like politics, unfortunately. But I get it. I get it from people's perspectives. But to preemptively strike, I don't know about that one. I don't know if that's the best method. They're just, it's all based on assumption. Now, granted, is it valid assumption based on the culture in those regions? Probably. But it's when it comes to video games, I don't know. They might do like the Nintendo approach. Like Japanese culture isn't like too involved with those communities, but at the same time, they still don't want to alienate anyone because money. If you alienate markets, you make less money. So if their primary goal is money, I don't see them doing that. Especially when America is one of the biggest markets, period. Especially in gaming. So from a business perspective, it'd be stupid for them to do that. But again, it just comes down to what they care about more. Is it money they care about more, or is it culture or politics or whatever? That's just my quick 2 cents. Politics ruin everything. Yeah, I hear you there. Definitely doesn't help as much as we think it should. Sometimes. That's why, like, honestly, that's why I'm kind of glad I'm not trying to be one of these like political commentators, man. I don't care. Like, do what you want, man. Like, my opinion it doesn't matter like that much to try to tell you what to do. Are we getting there? Are we getting there? I think we are getting there. We are getting there. In a moment here, I'm going to transfer my heat to the top. Yeah, this seems kind of hazy. I feel like I need to clean the lens. Probably need to. Nice. Alright, Old Port is out. You know what other games does EA make, or franchises that I think I would care about? It's probably Need for Speed. And I feel like cars are kind of big right now. The F1 wave is still in full effect. It's like ever since the F1 came to Miami, I feel like everybody cares about it now. It's kind of interesting. Like I really don't remember F1 being so big. What would what would crazy hype that Steam Cube is releasing Half-Life 3 included? Bro, player one, you're thinking too powerful. Your thinking is a little too powerful right now. If they drop that game with that Steam Cube, oh my gosh. And knowing Valve, they would shock drop stuff. I mean, that's what they did literally with the console, with the hardware. I like how their commercial, their ad was like, oh yeah, and we have this too. Oh yeah, we have this too. Oh yeah, we've been doing this too. Hey, guess what? We've been doing this too. That was like the whole ad. It was kind of hilarious. I can't get this PS5 to fail. Crash, please. Well, not you crash, but you know, fail. Like have a crash. I want the PS5 to crash. Alright, let's clean up this old flex. I'm gonna apply a new flex. Oh yeah, I finally got phone swabs at my day job, and everybody's like, oh my gosh, these are amazing. And I'm like, yep. We gotta start using newer equipment. Hold on, someone's calling. All right. Well, look what happened here. It's like conformal coding lifted up a little bit. There we go. Okay. We'll have to run. Great to see the wolf is back. Looking forward to
to me repairs and streams. Thank you.
And Free Play Florida. Yes, sir. Looking forward to that. Good to have you here, Player One. Sorry, guys. It was a customer call. That's interesting. Look, we got the conformal coating to bubble up a little bit. Is it in a spot that's going to be an issue? I hope not. But if it is, I have to use some solder mask. Guess I didn't really need to scrape it. Could have left it. And we got some exposed copper. But let me just double check to make sure it's not in a spot that's going to be an issue. I don't think it will be. No, it's not going to be a problem because it's all ground anyway. Okay. Not going to worry about it. Darn, man, that customer called. And he's a patient customer. He's a good one. The only thing is, when he called, I was like, dang, I'm losing heat. No! I'm losing heat on the board. I gotta spend all this time to heat the board back up. Good timing. It happens. Alright. Alright, you guys can see pretty well? Yes, sir. Perfect. Alright, so now we're just gonna heat up. We're gonna have to get all that heat back on the board that I lost, unfortunately, from yapping. Hopefully it's still relatively hot. That'll be perfect. I think I may have blocked off where the pins are, unfortunately, when I was taping this off. I think I went a little too close. Wait, no, I didn't. No, I didn't. There's no way I did. Because the pins don't go beyond the anchor holes, and I squared off around the anchor holes, so that's fine. Alright, we're getting there. Just get a little bit more heat on there. I should have pulled that sticker off. That smell is terrible. I think it's not going in through these little guide holes, unfortunately, which is giving me a bunch of grief. Here, let me put some more flux. Port is still fine, it's still usable. Hate losing all that heat. console, this PS5 in the background, man, it's still running strong. Insane. Alright, I think I'm gonna remove the hot air. See if I can just do manual touch up from this point. Oh yeah, that's pretty good. Alright, cool. I didn't realize it was USB-C at first from the huge view. Oh no, this is actually an HDMI port. My bad. I like how it says 343 on it though. That's interesting. Alright, let's inspect. We're gonna do a push test. I'll most likely need to manually touch it up. Oh man, that was pretty good. Alright. Not bad for my first HDMI port repair since being back. Is it the best? No, we melted some plastic, but is it the worst? Heck no, this is pretty good. Alright, let me manually touch up all these pins. Just to make sure we have good connections. I'm going to switch to my conical tip from my knife tip. Shut this off so it's not blowing hot air all in my room, which is already a little toasty. Alright, let's get this in view. And then we can show you guys. Alright. Let's see if I can approach this from an angle. And that way I can apply heat more optimally. Here we go. Let's make sure it's in frame here. There we go. bad at all for first day back. You know, if I was ever gonna do a career change, I think being a surgeon would be lit. Oh boy, getting another call. All right, it's another one. Man, I gotta start. You know what? I've been strongly considering doing this, especially with the backlog and just for sustainability going forward. I think I'm gonna no longer have Saturday as like an open day for the business because it interrupts the streams. Don't get me wrong, like it's cool to be open on a Saturday, but geez, the juice is almost not worth it. Okay, so that pin is not soldered down. Neither is this one. So we have 2 pins not soldered down. Okay, so we have 2 pins next to J2. Okay, so we need to touch those up. Jeez. I really wish they made chisel tips for this iron. Not a fan of conical tips sometimes. Need to add some solder. Okay, let me see if I can get solder on this tip and then add the solder to the pins. Show me that. It's too much. Really? Are you serious? Alright, that should be enough. For a lot of people, weekends are their only free time. Right, which is why I'm like, I don't want to lose out on that, because that'd be when you get a lot of repairs in. But because I'm scheduled based right now, that's where I'm like, it's probably okay for now. Alright, let me do a push test again. Jesus one, Doctor Strange after the accident type surgery. Oh jeez. Fun fact, I'm not really a huge Doctor Strange guy, so I don't know that reference at all. Nice. We have solid connections. Let's see if I can really torque on this thing. Let me zoom out. Try to yank on this guy a little bit, see if I can induce some type of failure. Oh, that's pretty good. Alright, it's pretty good. Those anchor points look really solid. Good. Now we're just going to clean it up, remove the tape, and test. You are back, so Alpha's back as well. Hey, Dad. Good to see you in the chat, sir. For those who don't know, that is my actual father. No Darth Vader, actual father. Or I guess actual Darth Vader. We are back at it. Let's use oh boy, I love tests. Yeah. Crash tests, no dummies. I have to readjust that thermal compound when I get my gloves off. That's another thing I had my company invest in is like these air guns. So like we have a couple of them in our lab now at my day job. And everybody's like, oh, these are amazing. We don't need compressed air in a can anymore. And I'm like, guys, this is 2025. Why have we still been using canned air? And another thing too is canned air. It gets cold and it creates condensation. So you're like blowing water on your boards. Is that who I think it is? Is that Chlor Slug in the chat? What up? How you doing, boss man? Been a minute. Good to see you in here. All right. Okay, so here's the old port. The bad guy. You guys see that pin in the top left? That's all damaged. Hold on, let me get this out of the background. Look at that. Look at that damage. Where's the flex tape? Oh yeah, and that got damaged too, this pin. Pin 19 and 18. Oh, well, that just helped it off. And it, you know, this got split too. But yeah. Alright. Throw that in the e-waste. But nothing is as bad as this one. This is in the Hall of Fame of bad HDMI ports. This thing was terrible. This thing got destroyed. Look at that. That is impressive. Oh yeah, and this was a PS5 one. Look at the pins. It's like, oh yeah, it's totally fine, right? Looks good. Nothing wrong with it. And then you look at the pins. Oh my lord. Thing got destroyed. Yeah, these are my HDMI port Hall of Fames. Thanks, Chlor Slug. I appreciate it. Alright, let's get this guy back up and running. Well, I guess I gotta take the tape off. So let's go to the overhead. And it's so cool that you can just massage this putty back into place. Very malleable. We're gonna take this off, take our tape off, and clean. I saw on another stream someone drove a screw through an HDMI port. Crazy. How in the heck do you do that? What console was it for? Now I'm intrigued. That's impressive. I'm impressed. Color me impressed. Long time no stream. Yes, sir. How you doing, 8-Bit Repair? Good to see you, my man. Yeah, I'll be doing a recap. In my recap, I'm going to talk about... I mentioned it at the start of the stream, where I've been, what's been going on. I'm going to do it again at the end. For those who may have missed it. If you're curious, I want to stay tuned. That's what I'm talking about. That ESDIC is looking healthy. Sometimes a little bit of prep work, man, goes a long way. Extremely long way. Alright, let's get this glue residue cleaned up, though. And flex sticky residue as much as I can. Because when you heat up the adhesive, it just kind of burns onto the board. It's kind of a pain to clean up. Kind of once it burns on there, it's kind of stuck. Not gonna lie. PS5 is still running strong. Honestly, I think it was just the SSD was at its limit because of capacity. I think I'm gonna recommend for them to get an upgrade, which they've been on sale lately. SSDs. Oh, snap! We have an alert. Hey, thank you, Russ, for the resub. 4 months. Snap! Sheesh! 4-month resub from Russ. Oh! Thank you, Russ. I appreciate it. Appreciate the support. Also, if you guys have Amazon Prime, feel free to throw a Prime sub my way if you don't mind. I'd appreciate it. You know, I got to do the streamer stuff. You know, you have to talk about, yeah, like, subscribe, give me money, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. I don't know. I just hate doing that sometimes. It feels so whack. But it is part of the streaming culture, I guess. I guess I have to conform. Or not. I don't have to do nothing. Except pay taxes and something else. Let's see. Spoiler alert, Jeff got a new pet, the dust bunny. He named it Jermaine. Oh my gosh, you guys should have seen that dust bunny. Actually, it's still in the trash. This was one dust bunny that came out of the out of an Xbox, all intact like this. Look at this. This is Jermaine. This is Jermaine. He's a good guy, friendly, good personality. You know, he likes quiet, tight places. He's just relaxing. Dust bunny was insane. Alright, so let's get this thing reassembled. I'm really curious to see the results of my first time back in the chair. Give me money. Russ is funny. Sound like Mr. Krabs. I like money. Give me money. You can't stop consuming. That's like the Axe Man. He's a funny one. Like Drifter. It's crazy how hard this thermal compound can get, to the point where like it starts off as a paste and then it becomes this like hard stuff that you can like literally just vacuum up. I like money. Give me money, Mr. Krabs. Wait, what's Mr. Krabs' name again? Isn't it Eugene? Eugene Krabs? It's supposed to be that way. That's the size of a jackrabbit, damn. Yeah, this is the biggest dust bunny I've ever seen. Oh man. Mr. Krabs, look at that. That is beautimous. Beautimous. Copper is shining, glistening. Abraham Lincoln would be proud of this copper. His face would be proud to be placed in that copper. Who this? New stream, who this? Hey, what's up, Link? Mr. Hunter, how you doing? And Mr. Applesauce is here too, Charles Mott. Charles Applesauce is in the building. Holy cow, yes it was. How y'all doing? It's good to see the boys. The swindlers have arrived. Appreciate y'all tuning in for my first stream back from all of the medical festivities I had to partake in recently. Good thing it wasn't critical. I'm not gonna overhype it like I was like about to die or something, but it did suck. At the very least, it sucked a lot. I don't like migraines. I don't know anybody who does, because they suck a lot. Alright, let's get this thing on here. Do this right here. Looking good. Alright, let's get the cap back on this thermal compound.
Said defrosting my freezer. That took all day. Oh, jeez. I hate that. That's fun. Oh, snap. SER is in the building. Mr. Andy is in the building. Check the bottom of his shoe. It might say Andy is in the building. How you doing, Andy? Our DJI mic mini? Oh, is my mic being stupid again? I'm sorry, y'all. Good lord, WolfPack is at the core of the problem. By the way, it is a phase change pace. It gets hard as it cools. Yes, yeah. That is true. That is true. You know, and it's funny enough, Microsoft tends to use that type of paste the most. The original Xbox's paste is literally like a thermal pad until it heats up. It's interesting. All right, where's my X clamp? Hey, where'd I put that thing? Oh, there it is. I'm trying to break this PS5 and it refuses to break, man. I'm doing okay, thank you. No, it's just good price for what you get. Oh yeah, those DJI microphones? Yeah, I've been thinking of either going to some type of like clip-on mic, because I just need something where I could be mobile and maybe just keep using my headphones as monitors so I can hear the music and the rest of the stream. But yeah, I want to increase my audio quality, even though it's not bad, and I recently tweaked it, which helped. Everybody I talk to, they say it's not terrible. Is it where I want it to be? Probably not, but is it that critical yet? No. When I'm as big as Marquez Brownlee, then I'll upgrade my audio. It's Andy! How's it been in your neck of the woods, Andy? In Swindon? Over here in Florida, we've been experiencing some cooler weather, which is phenomenal. Oh, you went on a rant yesterday? It's pretty bad. Oh, geez, no. 42 bucks, that's it? Yo, that's cheap. I'm gonna have to look into that for real. Gotta finish editing my DJI mic mini vid and get it out. Oh, snap. Like a review vid? God, I miss so much. Yes, Chlor. Nice. Dang. My boys is doing stuff. I'm so proud of my boys. Proud of the pack. Wolfpack pride. WPP. Oh dang, I was AFK feeding my dog and chat turned into a party. That's right. We lit over here on this side. 42 pounds. It's 60 here, but it sounds good. Did they like just release this thing or something? Why I feel like I know DJI mics is what like all the guys use, like streamers and YouTubers and whatnot. Andy sold us all in the DJI mic mini. I got one now too. Jeez. Okay. All right. Guess I'll have to join the club. I don't want to deal with FOMO. Alright. Looking good. Alright, let's get this on here. See, now I want to play Sonic Unleashed. I keep saying it now. It's like stuck in my head. The Sonic Unleashed looking good. Every time Sonic does a trick. Man, it's nice to have y'all here. One bird cannot make a pun, but a toucan. But a toucan? This guy. Dad Joke of the Year award goes to Monsieur Darkside Obi-Wan.
Where are the guide pins? Are they supposed to be guide pins? There we go. Pardon my noggin. I'm sure it's in the way. I just wanted to make sure that cable is in properly. You guys got to see all my knowledge. Probably, I was doing pull-ups on a pull-up rack that I wasn't familiar with, and I scratched my head. Looks like I have like a little mark on my head. It sucks. And that junk did hurt. So I don't do pull-ups often, but that one, I did that one pull-up with all the vigor. It really hit my noggin pretty hard. Use the DJI mini mics. Oh, I can see that for motorcycles. John Cena. Tell him to change to live chat. Wait, why is this just spinning and spinning? Okay. Switch from top chat to live chat in YouTube Studio. Yeah, it's on top chat right now. Here, let me see. Live chat. There we go. I just switched it. What, was I missing what you guys were saying or something? This reel got so far down here. There we go, that's better. Having this stinking solder wire kept touching my leg, and I'm like, why is it hanging so low? You can't see his chat? Huh? No, I can see it. It's on the stream. If you guys can see chats on the stream, I can see. I just zoom in on the portion. Was he saying something? You can't see me. I can see you, Dave. How you doing, Dave? My bad. I didn't mean to neglect you. Oh, okay. Well, no. How I read chat is from what you guys see on the stream. So on my iPad in front of me, until I get my second monitor, I just zoom in on the chat portion. So that's how I can see chats from both YouTube and Twitch. At least that's how I do it for now, until I get the second monitor installed. Man, that Loctite is tight, boy. Learn something new every day. Honestly, life's more fun that way. Now he does. Yeah, I was able to see it before. I must have just missed it. Maybe I was looking down at something. You guys are having a Wolfpack party in there. Man, this here is tight. Should not be this tight, but it was tight coming out too. I wonder if they just used a lot of Loctite on this one. You're not watching Studio? Nah, not until I get my second monitor up. Studio's on that monitor over there, so I have to like rotate away. But when I'm at my workbench, no, not yet. I was mentioning earlier at the start of the stream, I did finally get, because it was on sale, Best Buy was running sales, I got a second monitor, finally. That's going to go right here where my iPad is, so I'll be able to like see things a little better. And I got a second webcam. So we'll be able to have a view, so I don't have to like look to the side to chat with you guys. There'll be a camera angle here, so that'll be nice. They finally coming to fix the roof. Oh snap! What happened to your roof? What did I miss? I missed so much. Spider-Man's still running strong. I hate that. I hate that so much. I wonder if it was truly the SSD was reaching too much utilization. That's all I did. So I removed the game from it, and okay. They finally kind of fixed it, but not a DJI mic mini. Oh yeah. Guys, another thing that kind of happened to me, which was interesting, is I did some work for the owner of a new wine bar in the area. It's a husband and wife who own it. He owns his own music store though, and he had an amplifier, a tube amplifier. Oh yeah, you guys remember me working on it. He had a tube amplifier that I worked on, and we got the amplifier back up and running. And yeah, those two caps were the culprits, so that's nice. And in me, like, working with them and being cool with them, they were telling me that at some point in the future, a local like filming company is going to be filming something at their wine bar, and they told me about it and asked if I could appear. So I was like, oh yeah, cool, I'll be there for support, and then I'll have like the slight 1% chance of being on TV. I was like, oh, that'd be cool. So yeah, fun fact, your boy might be on TV on ABC or some whatever company decides to pick up the show if the pilot goes well. They were basically shooting a pilot episode, so I thought that was cool. That happened recently, before I started experiencing all the migraines. But I'm just gonna be an NPC. I'm not even. It's not like they interviewed me or anything. I'm just like in the background, being a bot, sipping wine that was given to me. Woohoo! Yeah, it's just cool. Little stuff like that. I'm not famous or anything, but I thought that was cool. It's a little something going on in my area, which is crazy because nobody thought stuff like that would ever happen in this area. We were a small town for so long, and it feels like now we're not anymore. It's interesting. Anyway, BRB, see you in a bit. I love tube amps and tube radios. Yeah, that amplifier was definitely fun to work on. I even got my dad to help me with it. It was pretty cool working with him and getting his take on things. He was teaching me stuff about like reverb and how it's just a spring, literally. They just send the signal through a spring. That's how you get that sound. NPC lives matter. NLM. I like that. NPC lives matter. Coming from the Sims player, I can respect it. Might be a 2B movie. Hey man, why you gotta diss me like that? Why? What do I look like? Face on Love? Now you're gonna have Cat Williams talking about my show's not even on 2B? Dang. Yo, that is so disrespectful, yo. It's like, yo, your show is so bad it's not even on Tubi. Dang. Cat Williams, boy, he got the quips with the quickness. I'll tell you that much. He's funny. He was roasting Faison. All right. Oh wow. Get these screws in. Alright, the rest of that Xbox was filthy, so I'm gonna go in the garage. I can't wait to get that camera angle. That jug is gonna be lit. See, this is the type of stuff, like, once I kind of ramp down, I'll be able to implement more of the stuff that I want to do, like, things like that, like having a garage camera angle, so you guys can see what I'm doing in there when I use the air compressor all the time. Alright, I'm gonna bring these components out there. They are extremely dusty, so I'm gonna clean these off. And I will return with the swiftness. In the garage I go, hi ho, off to the garage I go, hi ho, hi ho, hi ho, hi ho. This undoes this thing. I'm muting now because I don't just blast it. Alright. So much better. Alright, we are back with a lot less dust. Look, the console, this PS5 I've been trying to get to fail is about to go in rest mode. I truly think it was the SSD. That's crazy. We're back. Oh wow, dust on my nose. That's crazy. Dust be flying everywhere. Alright. Oh, not this time. I'm not gonna forget this little... Give someone a spanking. Alright, wait, what I miss? He's cleaning in garage. Where did he go? Garage. I'm the new Nightbot. Dark Side Obi-Wan bot. Click to like, subscribe to this stream. Trying to get to fail. Try hammer. Hey, I've heard percussive engineering is pretty good to get something to fail. You're not wrong, Chris. You're not wrong at all. Percussive engineering is a hidden gem in the troubleshooting world. Oh, crap. Sorry guys, forgot to make a reply to this customer and I feel a little bad. My bad. See, that's another thing when you're distracted with streaming or you step away or, you know, it happens. Excuse me. Okay. Alright, now we can insert this chassis back in the chassis, get a little chassis, so we don't chastise each other with the chassis of chas. The chastity of chassis. With all the chasteness. Yeah, words are fun, man. You know, fun fact, I used to be really big into poetry when I was younger. I used to write a lot of poetry. I think that's why I gravitate towards like hip-hop and like rap. Or just lyrics in general. Any good lyrics. I don't really care. Ooh, don't want to forget that. Almost forgot the little Wi-Fi antenna. That would have been tragic. But yeah, fun fact. Your boy was a writer. And I have written a novel before, but it was for a class project that we had to do. In hindsight, having to write a 30,000 word novel in high school was whack, but it was part of the curriculum for us. We believe you. Yeah. It was what is it? I think the novel I went with, the name of it was called Zaldan's Recital, and it was basically like a thriller slash mystery with like time travel. It was interesting. It was like sci-fi fantasy. It was pretty good. I've never. My teacher. Wait, where's my yearbook? Oh yeah. My teacher roasted me. All right, I'm about to show y'all some deep lore. All right, hold up. Please tune in to this. This is some deep Jeff from WolfPackElectronics lore right here. So even though I was a decent writer, I did not turn in my assignments. I was so bad in that class. Uh, here. Look, check this out. This is my yearbook from back in the day. Heritage High School, class of 2014. Where is it? 2014. We were the fifth graduating class from that school because it was a new high school. Sorry for this tangent, but I just got to show y'all this because it came to mind. And I recently saw this. She blasted me. She let me have it. Oh, there she goes. There she goes. She wrote, she said, Jeff, the way you always have to watch out. They say you always have to watch out for the quiet ones. In your case, that's certainly true. I loved and appreciated how loud and creative you were on paper when you turned in your work. That was so bad. She said, busting your chops, wishing you the best of luck and a happy life beyond Heritage. So yeah, I was always creative, but boy, sometimes I really was up way too much playing video games and didn't turn in my work. Anyway, fun fact, some lore. That's some quick Wolfpack lore. Now back to the repairs. What'd you say? Seems like a nice comment. 2014, you're such a baby. Yeah. I mean, that teacher was cool. We and her, we've had disagreements. I don't know if you guys noticed, but sometimes I can be pretty like stubborn in my thoughts, and it takes a while for me to like really convert what I believe in, if I am ever. And so like we would go back and forth. I would have debates with her all the time. Usually not during class hours, of course, because I wasn't trying to disrupt the class. That's disrespectful. But all of my teachers basically were like, yeah, this guy, he just does his own thing. He's gonna do his own thing, whether you like it or not. Overall, I would say that was a positive comment. Alright, let's get this thing tested. I want to really see if I still got the sauce or if I'm washed up now. Didn't stream for 3 weeks, I might be washed up. You never know. We're taking bets. We're taking bets. Oh yeah, also, right? We got some holidays coming up. You guys have plans for the good old Turkey Day? So spend time with family, watch some football. Me personally, I don't celebrate Thanksgiving, but I know a lot of other people do, and I care. What other people got going on? You still got it? Thank you. Thank you. Crash with the confidence. That Wolfpack confidence. Look, I'm so confident I'm like fully reassembling this thing without even testing it yet. Some people would call it stupid, but we'll see. The only thing that would screw me, Thanksgiving is my favorite. Jeez. Thanksgiving is hilarious. Let's get the fan back in. Oh, man, the fan is in so much better shape than how it was when I pulled it out. This console was dusty. Alright, the PS5 went into rest mode while running a game, so I really want this thing to fail, man. So I can at least say I saw it fail. My mom always makes the good stuff. It's nice to visit. Fire, man. Honestly, that's like the main point of holidays, that, or at least if I celebrated holidays, that's where I would truly get behind them, is the fact that it's a time to spend time with family. Right? Most people are gonna have that day off because it's a national holiday. You can spend time with your loved ones, man. That's what it's all about. Make memories, talk some crap, make someone cry, maybe. Need that Dusty soundbite. Dusty! Honestly, yeah. That'd be crazy if you type like exclamation point Dusty, a little head pops up from the bottom right corner. It's like, and it just goes Dusty. Honestly, you know what? I'm not good at video editing, but I'm gonna look into getting that done, Chris. That's a good idea. It'll just be a video of me saying Dusty, and I'll compress it too, so the quality's bad. So it'll be like actually be like Mortal Kombat. Dang, that's a good idea. And then you guys could have something to do in the chat. You guys could put exclamation point Dusty. See, these are phenomenal ideas. I just gotta execute. That's the thing. It's like I got myself a little too busy and I can't even execute on these ideas. That would be hilarious. They're good ideas. Alright, so it's looking good. Message. Yeah. She lives in Palm Bay. Okay. Need that Dusty soundbite streamer bot. I have Streambot, I think, right? I think that's what I use. Yeah, I use streamer.bot. That's how I get my chat on the screen, but I guess it has more functionality that I don't know about. Good luck with that, though. It'd be hilarious. Dusty! Be a good old reference to Mortal Kombat. Even though I'm not even a big Mortal Kombat fan at all whatsoever. Alright, I'm gonna properly turn off this PS5. I can't get this PS5 to fail, guys. What do I tell them? What do I say? It's not easy to set up. Oh yeah, I know. I know that just from the sounds of it, that's gonna sound difficult. Actually, I don't know. I think I could figure it out. I think it would be fun. It'll make a little fun project out of it. Oh yeah, I have to remember to get my disc out of this thing. My copy of Spider-Man. I don't want to lose another copy of Spider-Man because I left it in a customer console. Done that too much already. One time was too many times. So I have an extra case of Spider-Man. Alright, let's transfer the cords and cables over to HDMI. We're going to connect power to this Xbox. And we're going to turn it on and see what happens. Let's see what happens. Let's see if we get something on the screen. Grab an Xbox controller. I don't have an Xbox controller. My Xbox controllers. All my Xbox controllers are out here. We get anything on the screen? Hey, we got something on the screen! Yeah, I'm not washed up. Yeah. I'm not trash yet. I guess I should be thankful. It's a Falco line from Star Fox 64. Alright, let me send a pic. Oh, my phone must be hot right now. Nice. So we got all the dust out. Now I gotta test the disk drive. Ow. We're gonna test the disk drive and the and Wi-Fi. I like to do that every time. And wireless controller functionality. Alright, let me get this out of here because this is taking up way too much space for now. I gotta figure out exactly what's going on with this thing. Okay. Alright, that way you guys can see the screen. I'm not blocking it with the console. I'll move this chair out of the way. And yeah. Alright, so controller is working just fine. It's working fine wirelessly. I'm gonna put a disc in here. Oh, there was already a disc in there. Red Dead Redemption, Game of the Year edition. Not bad. Not a bad game. Alright, let's see. Let's do account. No. Network. There we go. Manage. Or set up. Let's just make sure it sees local Wi-Fi connections. Then I'll know we're good. Yes, it does. Okay, so Wi-Fi is good. Controller's good. Disk drive is... What's this thing doing? Did I put the disk in wrong? No, the disk in is on correctly. Alright, let me try a different Xbox One, Xbox 360. Interesting. Let me try a Series X game. I'm gonna send a picture to customer. So yeah, I've actually low-key been wanting a dog. And me being a Batman fan, I want to name the dog Ace. Alright, so yeah, it's installing that disk just fine. Okay, so the disk drive is good. Wi-Fi is good. Wireless controller functionality is good. You know what that means? The console's good. Everything's good in the hood. It's a wonderful... Oh my gosh, this week, my coworker killed me, man. He wore this, like, red sweater, this, like, cardigan, and a white shirt, and had the collars poking out. I'm telling you, the millisecond I saw him, I was like, oh, how's it doing in the neighborhood, Mr. Rogers? Oh, I was cracking on him all day. I had a field day. And I wasn't the only one, so I didn't feel bad. All of us were cracking on. We were calling him Mr. Rogers. We were asking him how good the neighborhood is. And, yeah, it was fun. I had a good time. He's a good sport. It's not like he has thick skin, so it was fun. We were just having fun. Alrighty. That's a success. Let's go to the overhead and finish reassembly. It's not a bad way to ease back into the festivities of console repair and peripherals. Yay, passed the test. Yes, it did. I still got it, huh? Not washed up yet. Not yet. Oh, wait. Well, let me put the screw first before I put the sticker back. Wahoo! Boba, it's Boba, it's Boba. You know what? On stream, we're gonna work on that laptop. Just to see if that did the trick. Since you're here, Boba. Sorry it's taking me so long. Nice. No dance? No dance. Boom. Mission complete. Xbox repaired. No, man. I appreciate that, but no. You gotta give the people what they want. Let me see. Dane. Man, this song slaps. Alright, message him. Message this person. Oh, he's all happy. It's always cool to see the customer reaction. Okay. Certainly box shaped. Yeah. Nice little square rectangle. Definitely a box. Alright, so I'm going to put this one on the side now for customer pickup, and we are going to proceed. We're going to get that laptop looked at after replacing that CMOS battery. And I got to use that spot welder. That was like the last thing I did. Then Migraine City made a this stop at WolfPackElectronics. Oh yeah, this thing's gonna need reassembly. But let me see if I can put it back together enough to test. Alright, this thing is quite large. Quite large. Send me some DDR4 RAM. Wait, for a laptop or for a desktop? What kind of RAM you need? Man, what are you buying? Alright, we got the power brick. I might grab the extension cord. Yeah, I'm gonna go run to my go run to my garage and grab an extension cord so I can connect this laptop to its AC adapter. No, it's it. All right, cool. We have an extension cord. Alright, let's connect this thing to this power strip I have mounted underneath here. Alright, cool. So when that time comes, oh yeah, all the screws are on a magnetic mat in my at my other workbench. So let me grab those. Yeah, this mat is where all the screws are. Magnetic mats are just so great. Rotation. It's Yank! It's Yank! Welcome! Man, it's been quite an interesting month, I'll tell you that much. October started off very strong. It did not end that way, but we made do. Been dealing with migraines. Oh yeah, so we got that new battery in. Okay, so it's for you to take it off. Any screws? I get chronic migraines and I occasionally get bad spot headaches, so I understand. Yeah, it was bad, and it lasted for days. That's the part that was like scary slash annoying. Okay, so there's a fan screw. Those are always fun. Yeah. Another lappy? Yes, sir. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This looks like this doesn't look like the fan screw. It's been a little while, so I have to like remember where these screws went properly. Good thing the mat, we wrote down on it. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. There's 13. Was that screw just not there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Are there screws missing? Hold on, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go. There is a screw missing. Oh, okay. Because I was about to say, I'm gonna go double check the other workbench just to make sure it didn't like fall off the mat. Let me just double check that real quick. Yeah, so far it's looking like all the screws were there on that mat. Okay. Yeah, it does look like there is a screw missing. Man, this laptop is beefy, man. Look, it has like a subwoofer, beefy battery, the hard drive's encased, nice beefy fans. It's a nice laptop. Lenovo Legion. I lost an external screw, so okay. Get my tweezers over here. Alright, let's get this thing back together. I think I figured it out. So all that was done was like a light cleaning and replacing the CMOS battery. We're gonna see if anything else needs to be done. To not occur. Yeah, I think it was so many things happening that was causing it. Right. Alright, so based on my observations, these two long screws will be up here. Then we have the middle and medium screw in the center, that's what I'm thinking. And then the small screws go all around the perimeter. And my heart now, it takes supplements for and check blood pressure often. Gotcha. Yeah, I think so. According to the ER doctors, they were just like essentially it was stress-induced migraines, and it makes sense because of just the timing of it and everything that I was kind of thinking about at the time or dealing with at the time. I could see it. And again, the only reason why I actually went because they kept happening for multiple days, and like I never deal with migraines. I eat a pretty good diet and I exercise pretty regularly. So yeah, it was freaking your boy out, not gonna lie. Oh yeah, this one has two. It had two. Only one's being utilized, but it definitely has two. Yeah, NVMEs have been on sale lately. If you guys need one, keep an eye out. They've been really cheap. Like the Gen 4 ones, they've been really cheap. Relatively speaking, of course. 1, 2, 3. Trying to think where's the best place to put this last screw. Yeah, we were using both, but that was a roommate's drive. It's in his computer, which I helped set up. Oh, nice. $70, nice. Let's see, where does power go? Does power go straight in the back? Top left. Okay. Alright, let's get power connected, because this thing has not been connected to power for a while, so. Volts on 11.5 watts. 200, or 11.5 amps on 230 watt power supply. Let's see what we get. i7. Getting a triple flash on the power input. I was seeing a flash. Comes and goes. I wonder if the port is triple flash, yeah. Let me look into this. See if I can find anything on the interwebs real quick. See idea pad Y900. Or upgrade. Fair. There it goes. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Long time no watch. Hey, JFix. Welcome, welcome. Oh man, I'm blocking the LED. Kinda wanted to put it in camera so you guys could see it. There it goes. You guys can see it. Legion? Yes, sir. Maybe you can share some of your laptop repair knowledge with your boy. I'm actually gonna do some Googling, see if I can find anything. It's an idea pad. Lenovo idea pad Y900. 17. Okay, so what I'm seeing so far is potentially bad power brick, but this looks like a new, like, aftermarket power brick. Or maybe it could be the battery. Alright, so someone said they popped the cover off, removed the battery connection completely, then pressed the power button 15 times, holding it down for about 60 seconds on the last press. I mean, I can give it a try. Alright, let's give it a try. Why not? Is it still triple flashing? No, it stopped triple flashing. Interesting. With ATVs? It's having a mudding party. Now it's just flashing a whole lot. Oh wait, I got something on the screen real quick. Maybe the battery's just too drained. And this is a beefy boy, it probably takes more power. I did get something on the screen very briefly. Okay, I'm getting something on the screen. Crap, I don't want to move it. I have a feeling maybe the port has bad solder joints.
Maybe it just needed time for the battery to charge a little bit. Can you guys see it? Yeah, you guys can see it. Maybe the bat. Dang it. I think it might be the port. Oh no. I hear fan spooling. Can't see. Background, maybe? I think it's probably the battery. It's either the battery was super drained, so it didn't have a chance to like have enough juice to turn on. Just speculating here. I don't know. We back? Hoping. So I can see this LED. Is it not charging? It's hard to tell. So like, there's a little status LED on the side. When the charger's in, let me see if you guys can see it. I'm making a shadow here. It's like right here, right? If I press the power button, it flashes. When I push the power button, I get a triple flash. Someone online was saying how they like had to like fully drain it. So I'm guessing they removed the battery completely and then tried. I'm kind of wanting to try that. Alright, so the battery has enough charge to flash this LED.
really? This is an aftermarket charger. I wonder if... Okay. Well, I'm not gonna keep doing the same thing. I'm going to remove the battery. I want to try that first. Let's see if I remove the battery and what happens. I guess in hindsight, it was kind of dumb of me to put all the screws back. Hindsight's 2020. Oof. Wait, what? That PD port needs some love. Oh yeah, the display port. Yeah, it's a little gunked up. For a 230-watt charger will be the 4.7K resistor in parallel. Okay. How do I go about checking that? Do I check the resistance between the two pins? So between two pins of this socket, like the resistance between inner pin and ground? When I get it back, yeah. Gotcha. Wait, no, you said it. Yeah, parallel. I should be able to measure it, see. Yeah, good cleaning would be good. It's always nice to keep our electronics clean. I know that's one of those things that can easily get away from you. Holy moly, I've already been streaming for 3 hours? And what wattage is the charger? The charger is a 230 watt charger. Voltage is 20 volts at 11.5 amps is the output. So ADQ1. Input 20 volts, 11.5 watts. Or amps. We'll double check if it's an aftermarket. Yeah. Double check the output or... So 1.8 volts on middle pin should be there. Alright, here, let me check it real quick. It's easy enough to check. Volts in center. That's what I'm getting at the connector. FTC, you're going to short stream today to ease back. My guy, 3 hours plus on him. Thanks. Yeah, I was trying to relax a little bit. But see, this is what happens, man. This is what happens when you actually are having, like, you enjoy what you're doing. You can spend a lot of time doing it. That's the only drawback, I suppose. You're having fun, right? Glad I'm done with the freezer. Took me all day to de-ice it. Jeez, man. Me too. I'm glad you're done with it. I like hearing people getting stuff done Even the annoying stuff that you definitely don't want to do. Good job, man. The gaps on this thing are tight. On feels me. That's not how you spell Destiny 2. My bad. Uh-oh. I'm like Winnie the Pooh right now. There's a rumbly in my tumbly. Man, how does this thing come off the last time? Finally. Had to get creative on this thing. Okay, so here's the battery. Let me disconnect the battery completely, and let's see what that does. Based off of what I was seeing online, someone tried this. I'm gonna give it a try, see what happens, see if I can learn anything. Wait, what? Go Hulk on it. It said face the hinge away from you and pull up. Yeah. Is a process? Yeah, it was a process. Caught him in 4K. Imagine Jeff ripped one on the live. Wouldn't be surprised he already fell asleep on the live. Wow. Excuse me. Yeah, man. Wherever I be, gotta let it free. Wherever I be, I gotta let it free. My cousin used to say that all the time. My cousin Steven.
Can this thing not be powered on just with the power brick alone? Get no lights. Yeah, the port is fine. It's just not really attached to the board. The port is a ribbon cable, excuse me, it's a cable assembly, not even ribbon. So it can feel loose, but it's not like detached from the board. That's what I thought based on how it felt, but now that I'm looking at it, it's a cable. Okay. So now that we have the battery back in, you get slow triple flash. Hey Bobo, were you getting that before where it turned on at least? If it doesn't make a sound, it doesn't make sense. How much you would charge to fix 2 botched OLED switches? Switch mods? Oh, I don't know. That'll be fun. I don't think I've done one yet. And you're talking about the little flash card or whatever? The little mod chip? Hold on 1 second. It's a customer. Worst. I forgot how the power cable is routed through the computer. I don't know if it hits the motherboard or the battery first. Oh, that's fine. I'll see about that. Man, I really got hungry out of nowhere. Alright, that's the next growl. It's another growl. Trying to see if I see anything that sticks out to me. Unplug the ribbon cable and reattached.
might have to do a deep dive into this one. Trying to think of what it could be. Something in the power circuit, right? It's either charger, battery, or something on the board. But it turned on. But now it's like not at all. I wonder if I just leave it charging for a while and then come back to it. Maybe the battery was just super depleted. Oh yeah, so it is a mod chip. Okay, Chris. Yeah, I wouldn't mind taking a look at it. I forgot how the power cables are. Yeah. Yeah. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm sorry to get everybody excited if you wanted to see me really work on this thing, but let me let this charge for a good amount of time, a few hours. I'm gonna go grab some food and come back, and when I come back, I'll work on this again just to see if that makes it different. If not, then I'll talk with you, Boba, to see exactly what you want to do. But I'm down to like crack this open some more and see if I can find anything on the power circuit. Unfortunate, but this is why I sent it to you. So did the deliver my chip? That's another thing too, Yank. Yeah. I ordered a chip and it never showed up, so I gotta order another one. So my bad, Yank. And I haven't gotten around to doing that, so it'll be a little while. I apologize. Okay. Alright. I'm just gonna leave it like this, and we will do a wrap up. Talk about what's been going on, what we have forward to look, or what we have to look forward to, and we shall proceed until next stream. Quoted someone $50 for both units, which I think is pretty cheap. Just hoping it's not a botched kamikaze. Oh geez. Hey Chris, if I think we're on Discord together, send me some pictures of it, if you don't mind. All right, let's do a wrap up. All right, guys. So, okay, let's do a recap. My bad. It's called a recap. The Wolfpack recap time. Here, let me put that in the chat. Okay, so essentially, I want to talk about what happened to me and where I've been for the past 3 weeks. So essentially, I was dealing with stress-induced migraines. According to the ER doctor that saw me, waited for them to drop off. So not in yet. Oh, okay. Went to the ER. It was on Tuesday morning at like 6, like 5, between 5 and 6 a.m. Like it was really bad. Like honestly, I don't think I should have drove there. In hindsight, I probably should have, but it was so early in the morning, I didn't want to burden anybody. But anyway, I got to the ER. They took all my vitals and stuff, and essentially I was fine. And I recently had blood work done, like my annual physicals. I kind of do them October timeframe for insurance reasons, and all my stuff looked good. This is probably the best my blood work has ever looked. And then going back forward to the hospital, they couldn't find anything, right? There's nothing going on in my head so far. Like now, granted, I didn't do an MRI or a CT scan. Probably should have just to rule it out, but I didn't think it was that critical. But maybe in the future I may still do it, just to rule it out. Then I don't have to worry about it. But yeah, they sent me home with anti-nausea medication and high-strength aspirin. I was saying this earlier. And basically I took that and I was in my house in the dark for a few days. The migraines slowly started going away. They were like every day, and then they came down to be about like every other day. And then now, right about now, I don't really deal with the migraines anymore. Sometimes when I wake up, I'll feel nauseous for whatever reason, but nothing crazy, thankfully. So, that's kind of what was going on. And basically, because it was stress-induced, I kind of took a step back. I made a post on my Google business page that I'm not taking in any more work orders, nothing new for the rest of the year, just to give myself time to truly catch up with everything, execute some things that I wanted to do for the business anyway, and then give me some time to ramp up a new hire that's potentially coming, a new associate. That's what I call it, a new associate. I have high hopes for this guy, so that'll be good. Other than that, that's kind of what's been going on. Now it's just me. It's time for me to play catch up and get everybody what they need. I've been giving discounts to people that were affected. I think I reached out to everybody. If I haven't, I'll have to reach out to them, or they'll reach out to me. Definitely will communicate that. But yeah, essentially that's what was going on. So ultimately, what did I learn? I have a limit. That's what I learned. I have met my limit, actually. My absolute limit between day job, trying to stay healthy, meal prep, maintaining a property, you know, all that other stuff. All the normal day-to-day life can really pile up when you start feeling stressed from like not meeting customer on-time delivery and things like that. So yeah, me too. Thank you guys. I appreciate that. I'm so happy. Migraines suck, man. I don't wish that on anybody. I'm back. Sorry, I got a phone call. No, you're good, JFix. Just doing a recap, and because I'm gonna end the stream. I'm gonna let the laptop charge completely, so I could rule that out. Plus, I'm getting hungry too. That's the real motivation as well. My stomach just growled like 4 times in a row. The charger, I measured the charger. The voltage at the end of the charger, not under load, is 21 volts. So, and I believe it's rated for 20. Yeah, 20 volts. Output, yeah, 20 volts at 11.5 amps. So the voltage is correct. Let's see. Yeah, so just getting caught up with work orders, communicating to everybody. I'll probably be making an Instagram post just to kind of communicate what I've been saying. Should not be 20 volts. What? What do you mean it shouldn't be 20 volts? That's what it says on the charger. And on the back of the laptop, the input power says it's 20 volts. The AC adapter matches what the laptop's asking for. Yeah, it says input 20 volts, 11.5 amps. On the back of the laptop. You know what? Next time I work on it, I'll try to work on it midday, JFix, so I can have you in the stream as well. If you're not streaming, of course. Let's see. It has a third voltage. Oh. Would you mind messaging me on Discord, JFix? Because I'm second voltage. Okay, sorry. Huh. Oh, so it's supposed to sense it and then ramp up. It's not supposed to be 20 volts after rip. Okay, I see. I think I understand what you're saying. I think it's supposed to detect that based on that parallel resistor and then ramp up, kind of like what the switch does, is what I'm thinking. But we'll talk on Discord in a little bit. Yeah, so just to continue the recap, that's essentially what's been going on. Sorry, I did miss you guys. It is always fun to stream. I do enjoy this a lot. Secret voltage. It's like a Nintendo video game. There's a secret room. But yeah, essentially that's basically where I've been at. I'm gonna try to get back to normal regular streams. I'm gonna try to be more consistent and not overdo it. I'm probably not gonna do any more late night crazy streams. Probably that wasn't helpful in hindsight. But yeah. Yeah, Boba, I'll add you to the chat. We'll make a little chat for the 3 of us. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. I just did the stream. I didn't announce it anywhere. Well, I did announce it on my Discord yesterday that I was gonna stream today. But yeah. JK. But no, I appreciate you guys being here, man, for the first stream back. That's crazy. That's crazy. I do appreciate all the support you guys show to the pack. I really do. He said stay offended. You guys are hilarious. He said okay. But yes, that's pretty much it. I'll be around. I'm gonna slowly be ramping back into full swing of streaming regularly 3 times a week at least, and being more active on the Discord. Health is wealth. Yeah, it is, man. All this Wolfpack stuff goes away, you know what I mean, if I can't do it, like we saw for the past 3 weeks. So I want to be able to do this sustainably. You know, we talk about the environment being sustainable. I got to do the same thing with my livelihood too. Can't be going at 1,000,000 miles a minute all the time. But thanks again, guys. I really do appreciate you guys being here. I'll be around. I'll be there. I'll be back to full swing. Today was like my way of getting back into it, so I really do appreciate that. In other news, I have a new phone. Congrats. But alright, everybody, I'm gonna go grab some food and shut my stomach up, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.